Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Wednesday. You know what that is. It is time for the Scheli Jones show. Hey, let me ask you guys a question. How y'all doing? How is your week doing? How have you been? How is your heart? How is your head? Are you pulling everything together? Are you doing the things that you need to be doing? Are you taking time for you? Are you exercising? Are you eating right? Are you drinking your water? Let's do a check-in because a lot of times we put ourselves on the back burner. I'm so glad that you guys have taken the time to hang out with me today. Listen, if you're enjoying the show, make sure you give thumbs up. Come in, give plenty of, if you have questions, go ahead and type them in and we'll try to get them in. We got a great show for you today. Wig Talk. Those of you guys who have been hanging out with me for a while, you are familiar with Wig Talk. Those of you who are new, let me tell you what Wig Talk is. A couple of years ago, I started this show to educate people on wigs, and it just kind of metamorphosized into some other things. Hey, sister. What she say? Love you. I have to do better in all about the mentioned. Oh, yes. Yes. We all have to do better. My sister is saying she has to do better and taking care of herself, drinking water and eating and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, let's get back to it. Wig Talk. So I talked about all things wigs, anything you wanted to know about wigs. So today on this segment, we're going to do Wig Talk, but we're going to flip it a little bit. Wigs will be in there, but we're actually going to talk about image, right? Because image is really important. The first impression is normally the lasting impression. People normally never forget the first impression. So you always want to show up in the best you that you can be, one that is really a true representation of who you are on the inside out. And so I love to help women with their image. Being a hairstylist, one of the things that I really had the pleasure of doing is helping a lot of women with their image. So without further ado, let's get in it, y'all.
Let me take a moment. Hey, dolls. Sometime next week, maybe I can help. I know you've been calling. My phone is on do not disturb.
Hey, you guys. Okay, so that's my daughter, Darian Janelle, Mood Swing. I love that song, and I'm sure you guys too. Hey, Patricia, thank you for hanging out with your girl. Listen, I forgot to take care of some business. I need you to go to YouTube, and I need you to you do that on Facebook. But YouTube, I need you to subscribe and I need you to hit that button, y'all, so that you will get notifications on when we do a new show. My views and subscribers are up. I think I have over 1,000 subscribers. So thank you. Let's take some time to celebrate that. I need you guys to keep watching, keep telling people, because we are all about, hey, Robin, we are all about inspiring, motivating, and educating you today. So stick with me. You're going to love this show because you're going to see some great before and afters on imaging, and I'm really excited about that. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into our mood swing moment, how we swing our mood. This is things that you do to help bring you back up when something happened to maybe bring you down. Okay, so I am a foodie. I love food. So one of the things that I do to swing my mood is eat buttered Utz popcorn. Y'all, let me tell you. Okay, so I just have to sneak one. Y'all not even knowing. This popcorn, okay, I'm gonna get one more, is the truth. Oh my gosh. It is so salty and so buttery and so good. You cannot get it on the West Coast. I hope I'm not spitting. You can't get it on the West Coast. You can only get it on the East Coast. So when I go to the East Coast, the DMV area, I bring back 5 bags of popcorn. As much as I can fit in my suitcase, that's how much I bring back. I ask my clients to buy me popcorn, y'all, because I love Utz buttered popcorn. So y'all get you some. If you on the East Coast, check it out. Right, Robin, it is addictive. Let me drink a little bit. of my soda. Yes, it is addictive. Utz butter popcorn. So this is one way I swing my move. And you guys, I'm embarrassed to tell you, I can eat this whole bag. I can eat this whole bag of Utz butter popcorn. A lot of people say that they like the cheese better, but not me. I like the butter popcorn. It is really good. It is as good. Like I could take it and warm it up and eat it at the movie theater. That's how good it is to me. All right. So let's move to our next segment because I want to get to the juice of this show because I don't want y'all to miss it. Please don't leave. And if you have anyone that you know that wants a makeover, has been talking about doing something different with their hair or their makeup or clothing, or wants to get some advice about like, what is the right color for me? What is my color scheme? What is the right designer for me? Because, you know, different designers have different body type. They have different models that have different body types. So one designer may not fit you like the other designer may fit you. So if you want to know those things, you know, if you want to actually see good before and afters, you want to stick here. So I'm going to keep moving. We are now going to our next segment, On My Way Up. You guys, I love this segment. I love this song. Another song by my daughter, Darian Janelle. You guys make sure you go check her out. She's on all streaming platforms. You hear how sweet her voice is and smooth. This segment, Velvet Voice in the Sky, just keep that playing for a little while I talk about this. This segment is all about people who are doing things to better themselves. That means you are on your way up. So I normally ask you guys if you guys can send something in, but I'm gonna toot my own horn today, and I'm gonna take my On My Way Up. Okay, you guys, I recently joined a mastermind and put myself in the room with a bunch of brilliant people because I knew I wanted to surround myself around people that were doing things bigger than me. I didn't want to be the smartest person in the room. So that is my On My Way Up. I'm gonna go ahead and pat myself on the shoulder because I took that chance. And sometimes you have to do things that make you uncomfortable. And what I love about this mastermind, y'all, I have 2 APs. I want to shout them out. Yes, Robin, she does. She got it honestly from her dad. And she wrote and produced that too, Robin. Did all the vocal structure and everything. But I want to shout out my 2 APs, Jocelyn and Diana. I don't know if you guys are on here. I want to give you guys a great big mwah and a hug because you guys really helped me out today. And I want to let you know I heard every word that you said. So that's one of the wonderful things when you take the chance or step out and put yourself and do some new things, you know, put yourself in some new situations. It may be uncomfortable, but this is how we grow. All right. So on my way up, I'm on my way up, y'all. You're on your way up. If you have something that you want to share with us that you're doing to go on your way up, please send it to my email address, Scheli@SheliJones.biz. Send it to me. I want to share it. And if you share it, you get a little gift. So please, you guys, go ahead and send this information. We want to hear. Share it with the world. It's not about me, but somebody else. It may help somebody else. And if you have a mood swing that you want to share, we want to see those too. Okay. So go ahead and send those again to Scheli@SheliJones.com. Yeah, I'm sorry, .biz. You guys, I'm going to ask Velvet Voice in the Sky if he could get this together real quick. I have a landing page that I want you guys to go and give me your information so I can keep you up on all the information that's going on. And it's actually the SheliJonesShow.com. And you can go and just give me, you know, your name and your email address, and I will send you guys information. I also choose prizes. You might get a free wig. You don't know what you might get. So y'all go and sign up. The SheliJonesShow.com. Yes, go there and fill in that information form and give me your email address, and let's just stay connected, okay? And I'll keep you up on what's going on. All right, without further ado, let's get into this show, you guys. I'm so excited about this show. We're doing imaging on Wig Talk. So it is important for us as women to know what our body type is, what our color scheme is, meaning that are we a pear? Are we an hourglass? Are we a bull? What is our body type? Because we want to buy the clothes that look best on us. A couple of years ago, I got my image consulting certificate because I really wanted to help myself. I wasn't really thinking about helping others, but I wanted to know about me and what things looked best on me, what colors looked best on me. I knew about hair, but I wanted to know about my body, what would look best. And so I had so much fun with that. And while doing it, you guys, your girl did some imaging, okay? So I had some beautiful subjects. I was working with she was at that time, Dr. A was doing, she's the love doctor, you guys. I'm gonna bring her on the show. You guys, those of you guys who are like, are dating you're looking for love, Dr. A, I'm gonna bring her on so that you guys can chop it up with her. You guys are gonna love her. But she was a matchmaker, and she's African American, and I didn't know very many African American matchmakers. But now she just helps women get out of their own way so that they can find love, and she's really good at what she does. But anyway, I was working with her, and I started doing some imaging. So I had some great opportunities to image some women. So let me tell you how I did these imaging, because a lot of these women, they weren't local. They were in other states. And so what I would have them do is we would do a consultation. I would talk to them, get a little insight of what they liked and what they didn't like, and just push their comfort zone a little bit. And then they would send me pictures of them, and then I would image them. And the way that I would image them is I would tell them what makeup you should wear, how you should wear your hair, what clothing you should wear. But all of this was really, they didn't realize I was giving them instructions based on what they told me about them. This is what I want you to pay attention to when you look at these pictures, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to pay attention to the difference in their eyes from when the before picture and the after picture. So we're going to pull up the first person. I'm not going to say the names of who they are, but we'll pull up the first one. So beautiful young lady in corporate America looking for love. She wanted to, just kind of figure out what looked best for her going on the dating scene. She wanted to have some cute dating outfits, also some cute work outfits. So I was able to talk to her and get some really good information. And based on what she told me, this is the look we came up with her. Look at that, you guys. Is that not amazing? Isn't she gorgeous? And look at her. Look at the difference in her face and her eyes. I mean, I just love it. So it was really fun working with her because we got a chance to pull her colors. She loves natural hair, so we got a chance to give her some options with natural hair because everybody doesn't want to wear a wig. Some people want to wear braids. Some people want to wear their own natural hair. They want to add natural hair. But one of the things I really wanted to accent was her beautiful silhouette, and I wanted her to feel comfortable and confident about everything that God blessed her with. And as women, that's one of the things that we really have to do. We have to get to a place that we're comfortable and confident with what we have. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm a believer in plastic surgery. So that's another show too. We'll talk about that too. If there's something that you're not comfortable and you want to change it, by all means do it. But make sure that you know who you are first before you start doing all that stuff, because that stuff can get addictive. I'm just saying, anyway. So anyway, this next lady, she was such a pleasure to work with. I actually worked hands-on with her. I flew to New York. This is the before picture. I flew to New York, and she's an author and a teacher. And so she needed to sell some books. And so she noticed that the book that she had written, her audience was middle-aged white men. And so when she told me that, I was like, oh girl, I know exactly what we're going to do for you. Plus, this picture, you guys, does her no justice, because when I tell you she is just so vibrant and full of life and just full of sex appeal. I mean, and let me tell you what's so funny. After we did her makeover, we were walking down the street to go get something to eat, and she was getting so much attention. And it was funny because she was looking for love, right? And she was shooting people down left and right. And I turned around, looked at her, and I was like, girl. She was shooting men down left and right. I was like, didn't you do this to look for love? She was like, yeah. I was like, well, why are you shooting these men down? She was like, oh, yeah, right. I was like, exactly. So let me show you her after picture. Boom. There you have it. Is that not gorgeous or what? Look at how beautiful she looks. So simple, so natural looking. And, her makeup. And you could just tell that she is beaming. She was beaming from everything in her. But what I love about this picture with her, it's not just the outer beauty, it's her inner beauty that is coming out. You could tell sis embraced this, honey. She is embodying this whole look. And it was just such a pleasure to work with her and to get these results. She actually did end up getting married, and she married a doctor, y'all. I'm just saying. It really wouldn't have mattered if she married a doctor or whatever. She found love, but I'm just saying. But anyway, let's talk a little bit more about imaging before we go into the video and the after. One of the reasons I really like working with women with doing hair, it's not really the hair part of it. Thank you, Robin. It's not really the hair part of it. I think what it is really is a lot of times we as women don't see how beautiful we are. We tend to focus more on our flaws. I know I'm very guilty of that. I'll get dressed and the first thing my eye will go to is the negative. It'll go to, oh, this is cute, but I don't like this, or I don't like that, or I don't like this. And if we could be honest, flaws things that people have considered flawed have become very famous. Like maybe one time Beyonce probably didn't feel comfortable about her behind, but everybody, now you got behinds bigger than Beyonce. Thank you, Thea. So, we have to embrace our flaws. What you consider a flaw, no one is looking at that. People aren't looking at that. So when I'm imaging someone, when I'm working with someone, what I really try to get them to focus on is the things that they do like. And what's always interesting to me is I'll ask someone, I'll say, okay, give me 5 things that you don't like about yourself. They can rattle them off. And then I'll say, give me 3 things that you do like about yourself. Do you know that most people have a hard time naming those 3 things? Because in society, we're really taught to measure ourselves up to something that's not realistic. First, it was really skinny and big boobs and all that kind of stuff. Now it's the other way, to have a big butt and all that kind of stuff. We cannot measure ourselves up with things that are not realistic. We are individually made and fearfully made by God. There is no one that is like us. So we have got to learn to embrace what we have. And also, if you're going to change it, because I'm an advocate for plastic surgery. I have had plastic surgery myself. There should be good reason why you are changing it. You should, and don't get addicted to it. Don't get addicted to it. I'll bring my plastic surgeon on here because I am an advocate for plastic surgery and I have had it. But one of the reasons why I had plastic surgery is because at one point in my life, I was 120 pounds overweight, and that stretched my body and my skin out. And I had to put Humpty Dumpty back together again. And all that stemmed from not loving myself, not honoring myself. And so we have to honor and love ourselves first. Honor and love yourself. You're beautiful, queen. You are beautiful. And then when we can honor and love ourselves, then we can honor and love others. It's really funny. I normally don't curse, but I'm going to curse. I'm going to curse with this. I'm prefacing this with what I'm about to say. I went out and hung out with a girlfriend of mine. Really good friend, childhood friend, love her to death. We hung out at a gathering that she had, and I was sitting in a chair. I didn't know anyone there, but she was introducing me to people, beautiful Black people. Just hanging out and having fun. And I sat down in this chair that happened to have a purse in it. And so I asked the lady before I sat down, sitting next to the chair, would it be okay if I sit in this chair? And she said, it's not my seat. And I said, well, I will get up when the person comes. And I said, whose seat is it? And so she told me. So I got the attention of the lady and asked her if it was okay. She was like, oh yeah, no problem. She didn't have an issue with it. But apparently a girl that saw me sitting there either had an issue with me or she had an issue with the fact that I was sitting in the seat. Now, keep in mind, your girl is cute. I'ma always be cute. I'm not going to apologize to anybody. When I go out, I'm going to make sure that I am cute. So I was looking cute that day, as pretty much every day. But anyway, so old girl came and completely set on me, y'all. She set so much on me, and she did it so quick. She swung around and set on me so that I had to scoot over. Honestly, I think she was trying to push me off the chair. And my friend saw it, and we got each other's eye, and I was like, did you just see that? And my friend's eyes got big, and we were like, well, let's just go. And we went to the bar and we were going to get a drink. So then the next day, my friend sent me this clip from a guy, and it said these were his words, and I quote, he said, you gotta be a bothered bitch to bother a bitch who ain't bothering you. I thought that clip was so funny, but my friend sent that to me and she said, this was you last night. And I thought that is so true. So one of the reasons why we have to love each other, we have to love ourselves, is because when you love yourself, you're not so bothered, and then you're not bothering anybody else, especially if they're not bothering you. So anyway, back to the imaging. This is why I love imaging, because if you see somebody and you like the way that they dress, that outfit may not look the same on you as it does on that person, even though it's a cute outfit, for a couple of reasons. One, the color may be wrong. Two, it may not be, your body type might not be the right body type. And three, it just isn't your style. You might need to check into another style. So this is what I had to do. For the longest time in my life, I used to really admire, my husband used to have a group called the TP Mob, and Thea is on here. She was in it. Nicole Hardiman was in it. There were a couple other girls, I'm thinking that were fashion forward. And these divas used to bring it for fashion all the time. And I really admired them because I was so out of touch with my body. I was not comfortable in my skin because I was overweight. And I never in my mind accepted being 100 and something pounds overweight. I was always trying to fit into something that didn't fit me. And back then, you guys, they didn't have curvy girl clothes that look cute. I am so glad now that somebody got the memo that all women are beautiful in all different sizes, and we come in all different shapes and sizes, and that there needs to be clothes that are made for us to fit us in all different shapes and sizes so that we look great. Because when I was going through this was probably like 25, 27 years ago. It was limited in what I could find. And so I always looked to Thea and Nicole to see how to dress, And so if you don't have that, it came naturally for them. It didn't come naturally for me. I had to go learn how to dress. I had to go learn how to do things for my body. And today, I look at them today and they still are just so fashion forward and just so fierce. And they just show up, in these Thea wears lavender hair and kills it, y'all. Kills it. Nicole wears big hair with a blonde stripe in the front and kills it. Nicole wears these gothic jackets that nobody can do it like she does. I just love it. So this is what you want for yourself, okay? You want to be in tune with this body so that you can show up the right way. So if you guys are feeling me, if you guys understand what I'm talking, Thea, you are so welcome. It is warranted, honey. It is warranted. I am not a gas up girl, so I'm not gassing you up. I'm speaking the truth, or I should say the truth. But if this is you, if you really want to learn how to dress, how to bring your image, if you want to try some new things, but you don't really know how to do it, hit me up. Send me an email at at Scheli at SheliJones.biz. Send me an email and say, Scheli, that's me. I want to learn more about it, and I'll see about putting together a little class, and maybe I'll bring in my divas, so that we can talk to you guys about fashion and how they do it, because hey, we got to help each other. I got you, Pat. I got you. So listen, that all segues into a makeover that I did that I am very proud of. This is a very good friend of mine. And this makeover, at one point I thought I was going to do, maybe somebody out there in TV land can hear this and help me produce it, a reality show called Ambush Makeover. And I actually ambushed her. She's a co-pastor of a church. It was her husband's idea. He nominated her and we ambushed her. I want to show you this video. You guys stick with the video. It's 5 minutes. I may not play the whole thing. So Velvet Voice in the Sky, if I wave my hand, let's go ahead and take it down. But I want you guys to hear, because I think you guys can relate to this. We all as women have been here. Let's get into this video, y'all. Hey, okay, now look, I am here with Dr. Darlene.
Yes, ma'am.
And I am so excited. She's excited. And I just wanted to ask her, as we prepare for this alter ego makeover, her inner celebrity makeover, whatever you want to call it, we're going to do this great makeover on her, which she was nominated by her husband to have. I just wanted to ask her a few questions. And one of the things I wanted to ask you is, being fellow pastors, me being a pastor and you being a co-pastor, we both co-pastoring with our husbands, starting churches, being a mother, being a teacher, working, having your career, getting your doctorate degree and all that kind of stuff. It's so easy for us to give to everybody else and not give to ourselves. So with that being said, tell me, how do you feel right at this moment, knowing that you're getting ready to have this makeover, this ability to be pampered and all of that kind of stuff? How does that feel?
It is overwhelmingly awesome because nobody ever does this for me, and I just want to be really candid about that. I love being a servant. I love helping others, and with that, people have that expectation that you're going to do for them, and I don't ask for anything in return because this is just my calling. But the fact that somebody, especially somebody I love as much as my husband, would think about me like that, for me to take care of me, is overwhelming. It's amazing.
That's so beautiful, and you have such a beautiful spirit, and I love that. From day one, I fell in love with you. I'm not going to be able to always know the people that I'm doing this makeover for, so it's really a pleasure and an honor. And this is my calling. This is what I've been called to do, because just briefly, I don't know if you know my story. About 14 years ago, I reinvented myself. I think that's why the name of this reality show is The Reinvention of Me, because I, being a mother and being a wife and being a career woman, actually having a business, lost myself in the interim. And in losing myself, what I found is that I was very unhappy. It made me very sad. I wasn't really able to be there for everybody else. I would look at other people and I would not envy, but kind of be a little jealous, because there's a difference between jealousy and envy. Envy is more when you want to take something from somebody, but jealousy, because, oh my God, I like your shoes, I'm jealous, and I would be jealous because I would see them living their life and I would see them taking care of themselves, and I wasn't doing that. I wasn't doing that for myself, and it was hard for me to be there fully for my family. It was hard for me to be there, and as a woman who loves the Lord, I take my Christianity with me wherever I go. I can't help it. I believe we as women should be a great representation of that. Yes. I believe young women, older women, people should look at us and they should be drawn to us because they should want to be like us. Yes. Because of the beauty, because we're shining. So that's my motivation for doing this. That's why I'm doing the reinvention of me. That's why I'm doing this makeover. So with that being said, tell me, what do you want to see? How do you want to see yourself in this makeover? What do you just want to put it in my hands? Do you have a Sasha Fierce in you, girl, ready to come out? Or what is it that you want to see?
I do have a Sasha Fierce. I have an alter ego, and her name is Delilah. Okay, her name is Delilah, and Delilah is very confident, and Delilah doesn't worry about what other people think, because the problem is, I don't know if it's a problem or not, but as a pastor, I have this certain set of eyes on me, and if I do want to be sexy, if I do want to be confident, I get judged by that. You should not be showing your shoulders. You should not be wearing big earrings, and so I'm always worried about what people are going to think of me and my ministry if I come come out with who I know I really am, because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I got this shape, you know, and I would love to show what God made without being judged for being beautiful. That I don't have, you know, I feel like I have to be so closed up and conservative because of how people view Christian women, and especially Christian women in a position of leadership.
Right. Now, something very interesting. You said that you feel like you have to be that way, but that's not really who you are?
No.
Wow. Did you hear that? She feels like she has to be that way. Well, I'm really excited. One of the things that I want to do in the reinvention of me is I want to help you feel comfortable with walking in who God created you to be. Because I don't think there's anything wrong with a co-pastor having her shoulders out, wearing big earrings.
Bam.
I don't feel like there's anything wrong with that. And I don't care if you write me, send me email letters, give me thumbs down on the YouTube. I don't care nothing about that. It ain't gonna stop me from saying what I believe. So with that being said, I am so excited. I'm even more excited about reinventing you. Well, we're gonna come back with another interview with you when we get ready to do the makeover, which will be our next part.
Oh my gosh.
And you guys are actually going to see the transformation. But right now, what I'm gonna do is oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, so now let me just share with you. I haven't watched that video in a while because we never finished the show, right? We didn't finish it. So it was such an honor working with her. So without further ado, I only have still pictures, but let me show you the after. Look at that, you guys. Look at that. Look at that shape she has. Shoulders out, shape showing. And look at her hair. Let's go to the next one. So we gave her, that's a lace wig. We gave her an asymmetrical bob. Look at that, you guys. Oh my gosh. Look at that smile. Let's just stop here for a second. Velvet voice in the sky. So listen. Look how beautiful she is. We're showing cleavage, you know, not much, but a little bit. It's still tasteful. It's in the house. It's not out of the house. Her shoulders are out. And you guys didn't see this, but it is showing. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. It is showing her shape, but it is tasteful. It is so tasteful. And look at the colors. Do you see how the peaches and all that is making her skin pop? Because I chose colors that are in her color wheel. Okay, you can come out of this picture, Daryl. It is important to know your colors. What colors look good on you? You know, there are colors that may not look as good on you. It's important to know that. So it was, yes, isn't it very sexy, very classy? I mean, just beautiful, tasteful. She has a husband, y'all. Men are visual. That's another show, but we could do that show though. Men are visual. If you have a man, he's looking at you and he wants to know how, you know, it's important to him that his woman looks good. And not that you're looking good for your man. Yeah, gorgeous apostle. Yes, doesn't she look beautiful? Definitely beautifully and wonderfully made. Absolutely. You know, your husband is looking at you. And if you are wanting to date, when I used to talk to women in the dating scene and I used to do their imaging, what I used to tell them is, you never know when you're going to meet your man, honey, because you're supposed to be hiding and he's supposed to be looking for you. So don't just think don't just take a quick run to the grocery store with rollers in your hair and slippers on, or now people are wearing them bonnets. No, boo. That ain't cute. I don't care. And I don't care how many thumbs down I get on YouTube. Like I said, that's not cute. If you are in the market to find your husband or to find the love of your life, even if you go to the grocery store to grab something, there's a tasteful way that you can do that. Okay. Put a cute hat on your head, honey. Brush that hair out, right? Put some sunglasses on if the eyes are a little puffy. Wear the sunglasses in the grocery store. My husband used to say, there's no sun. I was like, it's always shining in here, honey. So I have on sunglasses and it will be pouring raining outside. Put a little sunglasses on, Put a little gloss on, make sure them lips ain't crusty. Put on a cute sweatsuit, a cute jogging suit, make sure a little jacket with some make sure you're not jiggling and the butt's not hanging too low, make sure that the leggings look good. Please make sure the leggings aren't sheer. That's not cute. Walking in, nobody wants to see butt when they walk into the grocery store. So make sure you invest in some expensive leggings that are going to cover up everything. And so that we can't have no peekaboo stuff. All right. It don't look cute thin. It's not thin. Cellulite, no cellulite. It's not cute. It is not. Keep that to yourself, and, just find some different things to just throw on. Have your throw on stuff that you go to the grocery store. Make sure spray a little perfume, even if you're going running errands after the gym. I used to tell my ladies you're running to the gym and you're going to work out and then you might be a little sweaty. But you got some errands to run and you're single, even if you're not single, but definitely if you're single, wash up under your arms. If you don't get a chance to take a shower, blot your face off, make sure your hair is up in a cute little messy bun or, twist or something. Again, get that little cute baseball hat, spray some perfume, on, that's a good question, sister. I'm going to address that. She's asking, what do you think about Lizzo? Make sure that you are presentable because you just don't know when you're going to meet Mr. Right and he will be attracted to you. You don't want to not smell good. He don't care that you didn't go to the gym, that you just came from the gym. So I got a question. If you guys have any questions, throw them at me. We got about 10 more minutes and we're going to wrap it up. Anything. If you guys have any questions about your color palette, body types, if you want to know a little bit about what designers are better for what body types, I can throw that out to you real quick because there is a different designers make clothing for different body types. They have a fit model, and that model has a certain body type, and then they just make clothing according to that body type, 2 sizes, each size. So if the model has a fuller bottom or a longer torso, then those clothes may not fit you right. Like they may be too long if you have a short torso or a thinner bottom. Okay, so it's good to know those things. My thoughts on Lizzo. I honestly haven't really thought much about Lizzo, to be really honest with you. I don't follow her. I like her music, but I don't follow her on Instagram. I hear things from other people. I've never taken the time to really listen to what she's saying, but from what I've heard, and I'm speaking from a third party. I take that back. I did listen to one video where she was crying because people were talking about her. It is not easy to be in the limelight like that and be able to deal with the criticism. Let's just face it. When you can't deal with the criticism just in your own circle. You have to be a pretty strong, mature, firmly planted person, know who you are to be able, and even then it's hard, all of this criticism that's being thrown at you. So the first thing I want to say is I applaud her for showing up in her skin. And when I mean that, I don't mean without clothes on. I mean, showing up, being the big, beautiful woman that she is. I applaud her for that. So that's the first thing I want to say. Another thing I want to say is I applaud her for her beautiful music that she makes that helps so many people. I really, really applaud that. Do I wish that she would be able to be a little more secure and handle the criticism better? Absolutely. But I think that will come with time. She's young. And, that's a lot to carry right now. And if I were speaking to Lizzo right now, or if Lizzo, if you happen to come across this and you listen, you hear me as auntie, that's what y'all call us. And I could probably be your mama because I'm 55 years old. I just want to say, shine, boo. You don't owe anybody any explanations. You don't let the haters be the haters. They still helping you come up. And all those news people and whatever they have to say, I always say, if we could shine a light on what's going on in their life, the tee would be on them, because I know they don't have it all together. You are doing so well. You are helping so many people. You are winning these awards. The light is shining on you. Embrace it and just live, boo. I mean, you are getting the opportunity to live your life in front of us. And, you know, I'm here holding up your hands as you do that, because I know that's not an easy thing, but just live, continue to live and continue to be you and write that music. Don't even, you said yourself, I heard you say, Lizzo, on an award show, you are giving people too much free space in your head. You don't have to do that no more. You're a beautiful woman and you make great music and you make a lot of people happy. Keep doing that. All the haters, let them do their thing and you keep doing your thing. Don't let it sidetrack you. So that's what I have to say. That's my thoughts on Lizzo, and that's how I feel about where she is and what's going on in her life. But anyway, you guys, listen, our time is wrapping up. I didn't know, Daryl, did we have any questions? Did I miss anything? Because I was trying to look at the camera as I was talking.
No, everything's good.
Everything's good. Okay, you guys hear Daryl's voice? I tease him about his voice. I love his voice. It's like he should be on this side over here talking to us, because his voice is so deep and sexy.
No.
But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this show. I love to bring this show to you. Make sure that you go to YouTube and you subscribe to my channel. I have 1,000 followers on my channel. Woo! I'm so excited about that. And it's just going to keep coming more and more, because I'm going to keep bringing you big stuff, good stuff. Come back next week. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but it's going to be good. It's going to be good. So you don't want to miss it. All of you guys who participated today, thank you. Please, if you're on Facebook, share this video and like it. This is our last month on Facebook. We will not be streaming on Facebook anymore after December. It will be strictly, I'm so glad, Robin. Please share it with your friends. If you guys enjoyed this, share it with your friends. It is my desire to inspire you, to motivate you, and to educate you. All right. That's what I want to do about whatever topic that we talk about. Okay. So again, the SheliJonesShow.com. Make sure you go there and sign up so you can get information on what's going on. TheSheliJonesShow.com. That's a sign up form. Just give me your email if you don't mind. And what I'll do is I'll just shoot you over information, any specials or anything that we have coming up. I will make sure that you know. And then Scheli at SheliJones.biz. You can go there and send me your mood swings, what swings your mood, the things you like to do to swing your mood when you're down. Mine today, I wanted to share with you guys Utz popcorn. This is my mood swing. I love eating Utz popcorn, and I can eat this whole bag, y'all. I'm ashamed to say I can eat the whole bag. And then you're on your way up. Thank you so much, Versi. Tell me what your on your way up is. That means, what are you doing to make sure you are showing up and walking in your purpose? What are you doing to make sure you are being the best that you can be? Are you drinking more water? Are you eating right? Are you exercising? Are you self-governing? Are you making sure that you're trying to do something to change? Are you going into a new career? Whatever it is, I want to hear about it, because we want to celebrate you. Okay, you guys? Thank you so much. I will see you here next week. Bye.
Let me take a moment, sometime next week. Maybe I can help.